Hey everybody, welcome back to The Wise Entrepreneur, and today's video is going to be about a topic that I think most people deal with, and this is kind of what holds people back from living their best lives, achieving their goals, and really just manifesting things into the world that they actually want. And it's really about knowing who you are. And I know this is something that people always tell you, know who you are, know thyself. In the ancient text always says, know thyself. And what the meaning of that is knowing your power, knowing who you are in this world, what you're able to do. And that's the topic that this is about. Are you holding yourself back from your divinity? You are divine, and it's about time that you accept that you learn about that you understand that. As the years go on, as we go into 2020, into this new decade, our vision, our knowing is going to reveal to us exactly that, just how divine you are. If you haven't noticed so far in this year or coming up to this year, your ability to manifest has been just going. I've manifested so much in such a short period of time. And the reason for that is because we are getting more in touch with ourselves, whether you know it or not. You're becoming more of yourself. Your higher self is coming down on you. You are merging with the other part of you. 2020, that's twos realizing each other, coming together. If that makes any sense to you. It makes perfect sense to me, but again, I have my own way of thinking and I just let it out the way it comes to me. So in this point of time, in 2020, where we're in the second month, I want people to start understanding, understanding, and overstanding who they are. It's about time you know this. And I speak a lot about self-love, self-development, self-care, self-healing. And the reason for this is because the more you give to yourself is the more that the universe will give to you. And there's a very, very depictive image that is actually on a brewery that's right down the street from my home. So in this image, you have a being standing there that is basically the universe. It is filled with stars in it. It's dark like the abyss. It is basically what you would call a universe. And then you see its hand piercing, because it turns white, piercing into what you would think another reality. And then in that reality, you see Saturn, the planets, the stars. So when I came across this image yesterday, me and my sister were driving, it just really struck a chord with me. It was like, OMG, this is reality. And the artist really depicted it in a way for, even if you didn't know that, you are the universe experiencing itself. This is what it is. So it really shows just how powerful you actually are and just how obtainable things are to you. As long as you have this wisdom, and with wisdom, what is wisdom? Wisdom is knowledge applied with the work. You gain the knowledge of this and then you apply it in your life and now you are wise. So knowledge and experience and action makes you wise. So as long as you have this wisdom, you're able to manifest, to believe, to do, to desire whatever it is that you want. Because you are understanding that nothing is out of your reach. That is something that I really think that most of us need to remember. We are in a society that makes you think you have to work hard, you have to suffer, you are only eligible to do this if you do this. And yes, that may some of the time be what you have to go through to get to the other side. But because I have worked very hard in my life, I've done multiple jobs, very strenuous. I've struggled, I've been stressed out. I've seen the side of what the reality looks like through, I would say, a mundane way of thinking. And then when I elevated in my consciousness, in my spirituality, in my wisdom, in my knowing, I then realized that those things of working hard don't really need to be done. It's not about working hard. It's about working wise. You have to be more than smart, because I know that's another way of how people say, work smarter. It's more than being smart. You have to be wise. You are divine. Tap into your divinity. I know there are insecurities that we go through. I understand that reality is harsh. But when you want to manifest something new into your life, you cannot think of those things as permanent. And if everything is forever changing, as all these physicists and scientists tell you, show you, you have to take it in to your life. Because if the physical is a representation of the inner world, then you must believe that you are the divine being and you have the opportunity and the power to change change the physical just by changing the mental, the spiritual, and not necessarily changing the spiritual, but tapping into it. Because again, with the photo, he or she or it is divine, and it's piercing into, it's going into it. So it's piercing into this reality. And I will say this reality because it shows you Saturn, it shows you the planets. So it's giving you the idea of this world, of this reality. So if you are coming down into this reality, you have the power to do what you want, because this reality is not coming into you. So it is not the one that is in control, if you understand what that means. So it's about knowing who you are and accepting your role in the society as who you truly are. This is the reason why most people find it hard to become entrepreneurs, find it hard for them to, not be insecure, to find their voice, to speak and feel how they want, to challenge what is already here, to try something new because they don't know who they are. You are a creator because you are tapped into creation. This is the most valuable knowledge you can ever have in your life, because with this knowledge gives you wisdom, and with wisdom you can create, can do whatever it is you desire, whatever it is you feel your purpose is. So I wanted to make this video to assure you, to remind you, to inspire you to look within, to find who you are, to realize you are divine, you are the God, the goddess, you are the creator. So create. No matter what spiritual background you come from, this is something you cannot deny. You experience it every single day. You wake yourself up, and we never think about that process. Just how powerful you have to be to do that, to get yourself out of bed, to show up wherever you show up every day. This is a process that we look at as being whatever, nothing special here. But we don't remember until we're in the situation or a loved one is in a situation of people who don't get up or can't get out of bed or don't have the ability to do the things that you do. And it's not because they aren't divine, but part of their divinity has left them. So instead of waiting till those days when you cannot produce in this world the things that you want, it's about time that we accept our role and we start using it to manifest and do the things that is for our greatest good, along with others around us' greatest good. But you must always, always work on yourself and get rid of the idea that you're not good enough, that you can't do something. If there is something that you want to do that hasn't come true, it's because of your belief. Your belief in that situation and that thing is not strong enough. You have doubt. I know a lot of us go through imposter syndrome, and I spoke about this in a couple videos back. And this is something that we tell ourselves in our heads. We're not good enough. We're not supposed to be here. We can't become successful no matter how hard we try. If you have this little recording going off in the back of your head, even if you're working every day on something, it will not manifest, not in the way that you want it to. So instead of doing all the exterior work, go inside, face the voice, meditate, write it out, and find out why this recording is going off. Along your road, you picked up the idea, and I'm sorry, my phone keeps going off. I should have just turned it off, so let me do that. Along the road, you came up with this idea that you weren't good enough, that what you wanted wasn't enough. So you have to go back down that road and face it. You have to face the beast. We all have a beast within us. And for you to come out on top, you must face this beast. And this beast is you, yourself. Unite yourself with this beast. You don't need to slay the dragon. You need to ride the dragon. You need to become one with the dragon, the beast, however you want to say it. This will assure your success. This will assure your happiness. Because even when you're faced with delay, with dilemma, you are divine and you've stepped into your divinity. So I really wanted to bring this up because I think this is a great starting point for anybody looking to really reach any type of goal, is to know exactly who you are, to believe exactly what you want, and to trust that everything is going to go exactly how it's supposed to. and that is for your greatest good. So I hope this video finds you well. I believe that this is a message that needed to be said, especially on this channel, because it's something that I've implemented in my life and something that I believe in truly and deeply. And I hope you can connect with this. I hope that you can find exactly what you're looking for when you clicked into this video. And if you have, give it a thumbs up, because I love knowing that we're connecting and that we're all connected through this collective consciousness. Leave a message if there's something that you want to share with the rest of us. And I love hearing about other people's experiences and how they may go together with what I experience. And subscribe if you feel connected to continue to share our journeys together. And also, I ask that you share this with whoever or any Facebook groups you're in or anywhere you feel like this message can be heard, should be heard. And I really would appreciate that, because I think that the more that we connect and we build on this idea of who we are, the farther we all will get in life. So again, I hope this finds you well, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.